Be me, the gut. The wedding space is absolutely beautiful. I wish I could have been here to see the ceremony. The reception isn't disappointing either. Well, I'm a little upset that there is no living saint, but I don't like to waste my life pouting when everything is actually pretty great. Too blessed to be stressed. Warp. Grinding an orc into the ground with my foot while I pull a piece off a guardsman I'm hanging in the air. I know you're not supposed to play with your food, but I'm taking in the scene. My brothers, big and little alike, are tearing up the dance floor and really hitting it off with the other guests. They've learned so much, butchering guardsmen, peasants, and orcs through teamwork and straightforward brutality. Killing in large groups, getting that aggression out, is so important for people in my opinion. It's these sorts of fights that really instill a sense of brotherhood in the warband. Bloodbonding.gif. That's when the happy couple walks in along with around 60 bridesmaids and groomsmen. They're all fully equipped with what I assume are gifts from a bunch of very rich and very generous relatives, which I think is great. The open display of love and generosity are one of the things that make weddings so magical. The happy couple, congratulations on your special day. If you don't mind me saying so. The bride looks absolutely stunning. You're such a cute couple. I feel like I can really see the love you have for each other, along with the terror you're feeling. After we kill all your friends, we'll make sure to eat you two alive. That way you have some time to talk to each other about your day, your love, and really share the experience of being ripped apart and devoured. Orc Arms is staring at the little priest's arm, so I tossed aside my guardsman and give him a pat on the shoulder. Have fun, little buddy. I'm still Bridget. I'm flying towards the source of the giant cloud of smoke. The Emperor always points me where to go. Nearly get hit by a couple of Avenger planes going at what's probably like Mach 40. Not again, please. I can fly, but at like pretty quick pigeon speed, not space fighter speed. Hear battle cannon shots, and Canoness Connie's loud motherly encouragement of the sisters. I'd know that anywhere. They brought down an evil titan without me. Maybe the Canoness was right. I should have been transferred to one of the smaller orders. A really big Tyranid is clawing its way out of the ground under the Titan. I mean, a really big Tyranid. And I've seen some big Tyranids. The Sisters tank is holding itself up with some cables. There's a Lehman Russ tank in some of those cars the Black Dress Sisters ride around in that aren't as lucky. I shoot a magic Emperor laser from my sword. It burns through the section of the street ramping up. The whole section falls back down flat with a very loud noise. I see some of the tanks bounce, which they usually aren't supposed to do. Really hope nobody bit their tongue. I keep going for the big Tyranid. I killed one of the little Raveners once, when I was a sister, back on Gilda's Hope. Climbed on and stuck my chainsword behind its head, where the back and head armor meet. It saved Sister Cataline. Pretty sure it's gotta work the same way, even if they're really, really big, right? I dive in with my sword ready. Pretend it's a lance and I'm riding a pretty flying horse even though it's just me. I see the Tyranid shift in the rubble and its huge eye look at me. And then basically everything, everywhere, explodes. Be Jaren Artorius, Inceptor Sergeant. With the help of a living saint as well as my men and I, the tankers as well as the sisters are able to escape the literal jaws of death. Right before a massive rainstorm of heavy ordnance blasts the fucker back to Space Australia. Once the sisters are out of harm's way, I make it a personal mission to make sure that everyone, most especially the pantsless, heavy bolter-wielding sister of battle, is alright. Take a moment to ask one of the other sisters her name beforehand. Apparently it's Olga. Spend several minutes making sure Olga is alright, taking the time to remove my helmet and talk to her face to face. The entire time her legs are shaking and rubbing against themselves. Fear that she might be cold. Perfect opportunity.png. Ask her if, after the war is over, she would like to go and get a cup of recaf with me. My face when I'm still waiting a full minute later for her response. Be me, Ecclesiarchy Youngster Bishop. Watching a humongous monster that apparently used to be human rip a man apart with his bare hands, while his fellow 7-foot monsters butcher orcs and loyal guards. Dozens of heretics stare at my bride. The Chaos Marine's voice is horrifying. A booming echo from the warp describes his intention to slowly eat my bride and I alive. I want to go home, .gif. I take a shot at him with my bolter and he doesn't even seem to notice. I can't fight that. I don't even know how to fight that. I don't want to fight that. But I'm not alone. I've got my bride, my followers, and of course the God Emperor of mankind. Still, I'm not getting anywhere near that thing. Blessed, not crazy, Chosen One. I command my followers to open fire on the former Marines as the heretic guard runs forward. A one-armed guardsman with a chainsword leads the charge, followed by others with axes and mauls. Others open fire, all focused on me. But it is all transformed into flashes of light by the blessing on my Rosarius. As they fall upon me, I dig into one after another with my eviscerator. Even as I cut through them, doing my best to block for my bride, I pray to the Emperor I don't lose more than another arm.